G'day guys, KennyRaceBoy here, and today we're going to be doing an installation of the Doohickey for your KLR650. Being this one here is actually quite a long video, I've split it up into two parts. So today you're going to be seeing the first half, in a couple of days time you're going to be seeing the second part. And yeah, being that this here is my mate's bike, I'm going to be helping him out today to install it and yeah, bring you guys along for the ride. Anyway, let's get straight to it, shall we? So Tom, fill us in what we're doing today.
Okay, so today we're going to be changing out the Doohickey
Show
on
us.
2009 KLR650.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's a mod that apparently needs to be done so that you don't die. And I choose
A horrible death.
That's right, I choose life. So we're going to get into it.
Thomas, I bestoweth upon you
Thank
the
you,
gift
sir.
of a ratchet.
Alright, the first one turned in anger.
So of course guys, I'm going to be doing a bit of a voiceover as well. So first of all, just remove the bash guard from the bottom of your KLR. Doesn't matter if you have an alloy one or a plastic one, just remove it nonetheless. After you've removed your bash plate, all you need to do is drain your oil, so remove that sump plug and drain it into a bucket like I am here, or you can use a catch pan. I forgot to buy a new catch pan, so I'm using this bucket here. So yes, this is the housing for the oil filter.
Lovely. Bikes just make so much sense, don't they?
Yes.
Everything's right there. Okay, you've got to jump into the engine bay.
Hit your head on various parts of the engine bay.
Cut your hands a lot.
Swear a lot.
Swear a lot. And then not necessarily get the job done as well.
Yes. So yeah, remove the housing cover for your oil filter and place it aside along with it. And yeah, I did an in-depth video on this one here. You can find that in my previous videos, of course. This is the messy part. Alright. Next up, remove your sprocket cover. 3 bolts, pretty easy thing to do, and then next up what you're going to do is just remove that shifter peg, because if you leave it on it's going to get in the way.
And that is a sludgy colour.
Just try not to get too much oil everywhere. I know it's a hard concept to wrap your head around, but would be much appreciated. Okay, so now we go on to the kind of complicated part. Just remove the outer rotor cover. It's got various different bolts around the side there. Just undo them all, and what you want to do is separate them out into a plastic bag.
Fortunately, it's all pre-threaded, so I don't have to put any nuts in your sack.
Yeah, it's
makes it a little bit easier for me, to be honest.
Indeed. Alright, so if you have a wooden block and a hammer, you can knock the crankcase like this just to free up the rotor cover. Otherwise, you could probably use a rubber mallet, but unfortunately I do not have one, amazingly enough. It takes a bit to get off, so just wriggle it. Just give her a good wriggle.
I do love giving a bit of a wriggle.
Just try to pull it off straight, because there's the gasket in there and whatnot.
Another prize point down.
A lot of oil going everywhere. It's good to see. Here she comes. Just be careful of them wires on the side there, you don't want to rip them out, nothing.
Indeed, yeah. So
separate the rotor cover and place it on the top of the foot peg. There is also a green wire that you do have to disconnect. You can see there's a yellow wire, but just coming off that there is also a green wire that plugs into the side of the crankcase. So once you've successfully removed the rotor cover, you're going to use a specialty tool called a rotor wrench. It's got kind of like a small kink in the arm, so it fits in there nice and tight. So place that in there. As you can see, I've got it underneath the foot peg, which is holding it there, and get your I think it is a 20, and just torque that bolt off. May take quite a lot of force because I think there is 108 Newton meters holding that guy in there.
Leave. I'll hold on to the bolt so you can wrench away with confidence.
So as you're noticing here, there is quite a lot of force, and there are a couple starter gears that are in there. Now, you are supposed to remove these. We neglected to at the time, so we're taking the opportunity now to do so. I'd recommend you probably follow suit with that one. Just make sure you don't lose any of the washers on these guys, because there is a washer either side of the gears, so they're vitally important, so don't lose them. Then next up, we're going to remove the rotor bolt like we were trying to do earlier. I'm going to use a pipe because I'm awesome.
That pipes are awesome. God, it's taking a bit of torque.
Needs to shut up. It's talking too much.
Is it the bike's fault? Can you get it?
Oh my god. Shot of a lifetime, man. When are we going to have another KLR apart like this? Probably when it breaks down.
in a couple of weeks' time, I would say.
So yeah, remove that rotor bolt. Unfortunately, you cannot use it again. Don't know why, but yeah, it's fairly inexpensive, so just replace it. And then we're going to get that rotor extractor, another specialty tool, so get that one. Rotor puller. This big industrial bolt, and we screw it in with that. We use this dude again. We're going to place it on top of the foot peg, like so.
Bloody foot pegs, gotta love them. What do they not do? Help you fix your bike, let you stand up over big bumps.
So once you've gotten a hold of that, all you need to do is tighten that rotor extractor in there, and it should push the rotor straight off. This one here was fairly loose, so not sure how much torque yours will apply, but yeah, not too much force needed at all. So once you've done that, you'll expose what's called the woodruff key. That basically holds the rotor in place as it spins, so it doesn't kind of rattle around. So I forgot to get a footage of that one, so that's pretty much what it looks like. It's kind of like a crescent moon kind of thing going on.
It's a compressor washer.
A washer down at the river.
Yeah, you're full of these great jokes today.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, good Ken.
Place that aside for now. So there's your doohickey.
Sweet. It's amazing how you have to take out all those parts just to get to something so tiny and seemingly inconsequential.
Look at it. At least it's still intact and the spring's holding on. So that's a good sign, Tom.
Indeed, yeah.
So yes, we'll get. Alright, so all you need to do is get your spanner / socket and just remove that bolt that holds the doohickey in place. Place it aside, and all you have to do is remove that part.
Sorry, Doohickey, I'm breaking up with you. I've found someone new, someone better.
Someone who meets my needs!
someone who lets me live. Okay. So, and off he comes. Simple as that. Actually looks alright. If you can see that.
Focus, yeah, she looks
It's not looking too bad.
nice and functional.
Nice and functional.
So after you've done that, all you have to do is remove the inner rotor cover, which is a number of bolts around the outside of the cover there. So undo those and we can get on to the next part. Remove said bolts.
For the second time, for some of them.
Yes. I shall hold this watch-a-me doodle. So yes, bolts have been separated out and put into a separate bag. And this one here, just on the inside there, just right behind Tom's hand,
Just there.
is the last bolt. It's on the inside, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken that it is a larger size. That said and done, all you have to do is remove that inner rotor cover like so. As always, take a bit of care when removing these covers because there are gaskets and you may rip them, and if you do, you're going to have to replace them, so just be careful.
Gasket intact.
So Tom, show us your prize.
I win an inner rotor cover.
First casualty. Look, Tom, what am I going to do?
Look, I'm perfect.
Oh, look at that. It's like a mad piece of skin floating over the other piece.
Shit.
Anyway guys, thanks for watching the first part of the Doohickey install. Hope you've enjoyed it. The second part will be coming out very, very soon. And until then, catch you next time.